Well, hello. I haven't done a video for a long time, and I just did my little short on my positive moments with Candy, and I wanted to do something a little bit longer, and I don't know if it's going to get seen or whatever, but I did want to share for longer than 3 minutes, and I know that's kind of like, oh my gosh, what's she going to babble about for 3 minutes? But I just wanted to touch base on a couple of things that were prominent in my mind this weekend. I did a show at a Market Mall here. It's a new little vendor mall in where I live, and there's amazing people at this mall, and it's wonderful. And I've been there before. I've set up before, but this time I set up a little bit different, and always hoping for the best, right? And it's just a new place, so we're just slowly getting new people coming in and whatnot. So like customers and whatnot. But I was asked about 3 or 4 times, like, how was your weekend? How was your day yesterday? And honestly, I had a really great weekend. A customer came and picked up some things. I gave out a few books. I bought a few things off of other people. And I had taken something to another vendor that she had wanted. So that was good. That was all good. The best part of the weekend, though, was the conversations that I had. And to me, everybody asks me, usually after a show, like, how'd you do? And sometimes they're great. Sometimes the income from it is really, really good or whatever. But sometimes they're not. But you know what? I always say I've had a great weekend. And this weekend was like, it was eye-opening. There was conversations had. Our daughter came and joined me both days, and conversations were had ahead of time without her, and then while she was there as well. And not that they were in depth and really, the one on Sunday was a stronger conversation, I guess, stronger in the way of it had more depth to it or whatever. But the one on Saturday was just talking about where we lived and in the past and what places were here and what it looked like, and historical stuff, and we all got a hoot out of that and had a good laugh. And there was just conversations that it was just really, really nice. And I went into Sunday with that mindset of, what a great day that was yesterday. And I went to another vendor because at the mall, the items that he carries are kind of scary things. He loves scary movies, and he's a creator, and the huge amount of stuff that he does or whatever. I won't totally get into it or whatever, but he has a Chucky doll, and I'm not a horror movie fan. And I just said, I just want to come in here and kick that Chucky doll because it scares me. It's scary. To me, that's scary. And we started the conversation, and he was laughing at me or whatever because I was wanting to kick his Chucky doll. And I said, in life, we've often said, my daughter and I have often said, people need to talk more. And it's not just walk up and babble. People need to talk more. We need to learn more about each other. We need to have those conversations that, and I mean, we don't have to have the hard conversations. I mean, I'm certainly not going to walk into a situation where I know someone might have a different thought process than me or opinion or whatever and get into a heated discussion. But it doesn't mean we still can't talk. The conversations we had, and I'm not going to get into what the conversation was about, but what I do want to say is I learned something, and just about how I look at things and how they look at things, and what having these conversations can do for a person, and I just felt so strongly. And when our daughter came to visit with me that Sunday, then I was telling her about the conversation, and he came over, and because discussing her and her problems and some issues and stuff, and hit it off or whatever, and had more discussions. And it was such a good feeling day, because I think sometimes when it's almost like being blocked, not in the sense of I blocked you, you can't phone me anymore. Blocked in the head of not opening your mind up to having those conversations and allowing yourself to have a conversation. but not even a conversation. Just say hi, just to say hi. Because, we went through a big thing. We went through a big thing 4 years ago, 5 years ago now, maybe. And again, I'm not getting into what we all know what that was. But it kind of forced people to kind of stay kind of away. And lines were drawn and whatever. But I think growing up as a kid in Saskatchewan, we were always chatty and talking to everybody. I mean, at least that's how I felt. I mean, I walked up in a laundromat with my mom washing clothes, and I saw a man in a cowboy hat and he had cowboy boots on, and we're sitting there waiting for our laundry, and I just walked up to him and I pulled on his pant leg, and I'm like, "Hey, are you a cowboy?" And he's like, "Yeah." And he had no qualms about talking to me, and it was a safe place. My mom was there. And it was so funny because, I found out he had horses. Then I asked for a horse, and he's like, "Well, where would you keep the horse?" And I'm like, in the house. We lived in a trailer court, so trailer. And I'm like, and he's like, "Well, where would you live?" And I said, "We live in the doghouse." And it was just a innocent child conversation. And but I think as adults, we can learn from that. You learn from somebody. If you have a few minutes while you're standing in line, there's no harm in saying hi to anybody and everybody. I mean, if they don't respond, they don't respond. But I think in life we're pushing everybody away, and we've got so much to learn. We really do. We can learn so much about a different culture, a different way of life, a different aspect on things. And it doesn't mean we have to agree with that person, and it doesn't mean they have to agree with us. And I'm not saying get into the hard conversations. I mean, I'm a direct seller, and I love to notice things. And I'm wearing earrings. If they notice something about me, those are nice earrings or whatever. Oh yeah, they're Avon, blah blah blah. But it's also, like, I like your hairstyle. Those glasses look great on you. It doesn't hurt to say something. And I guess this weekend just really kind of, and I'm like this all the time. It's not like I'm going to just all of a sudden start doing this. I talk to a lot of people. I'm very chatty. A lot of times when I do trade shows and stuff, people say, "Oh, I knew you were here. I could tell, I could hear you." So either my laughter or my voice or whatever, they know that I'm there. And I'm like, I never try to be boisterous and outlandish and loud and whatever. It's just my voice kind of carries sometimes. And if I'm laughing, they know it's me. And that's a good feeling for me. That feels good. So I guess I just wanted to take a little bit longer on I didn't want to do a live on this because I'm sure I babbled more than 8 minutes. I just looked up. But I just wanted to say, I think the more and more as we go forth in this journey of what we call life, I think we need to take time just to say hi and see where that conversation starter will lead you. And I mean, if they don't respond, they don't respond. And I'm not suggesting, this is just me. This is what I'm going to continue to do. Like, I'm not suggesting run up to that cute baby and kiss it all over, because that's not going to happen. That's not going to go over well. But a comment, like, "That's a really cute jumper on your baby. I love that stroller. Wish they had it when I had our kids." Things like that. Open that conversation. Smile. And I mean, that might change somebody's day. It really might. It might not, but it might. It might change somebody's day. If you're having a bad day yourself and you notice something in someone, and if you have that little bit to give and you notice it and you say, "You know what? That color looks great on you." Even though, as my son's laughing, even though it might just be that simple thing, and you're not feeling 100%, they might return that by saying, "You know what? You look great today too." And if they have no idea, I mean, some people are offended. Like, don't talk to me, but that's okay. That is totally okay. Because no matter what, just saying hi. And when you live here in Saskatchewan, you can always talk about the weather, because that's a conversation that is always welcomed. But I'm just saying, I'm going to continue to talk more. I'm going to continue to share what I love. And I'm going to try to make some people busy, some people happy, give them a smile, share a smile, and just see where it leads me. Because this weekend, I didn't make any sales, maybe 2, but I had a wonderful weekend. And it's because of the conversations I had. So, that's just how I am. So I just wanted to share that little tidbit, because conversations need to be had. And it doesn't have to be political, and it doesn't have to be about life in general. Like, you're sick, I'm sick. Everybody's got something going on. They really do. They really do. And just a simple hello can change it for that person. So there's my 10-minute spew from my add-on from today. I didn't get to really say goodbye on my last little short, but I'm hoping I get some views on this. If you really liked what I said, or you have anything to say about it, please comment. I would love to have a bit of a conversation about if you ever do that. Do you do that as well? Do you share? Do you comment? Do you talk to people? What do you do? Because that's what I'm going to continue to do. So have a great day. It's Tuesday. The smoke here is getting pretty bad today. It's kind of hazy, so I won't be going outside. But if you are, take it easy out there. And wherever you are watching from, let me know. Let me know where you're from, because I love that. I love that. I love to learn and grow and know and just be me. And that didn't even make sense. I'm sorry. That I love to learn and grow and learn more about what's happening in the world around me, just one person at a time. So like, comment, and subscribe if you like what I talk about. So I'm going to get back on track. I wanted to do this longer version. Now it's 12 minutes. Oh my gosh. I never edit. So enjoy the mistakes, and have a great day. It's the beginning of the week. This week is going to whiz by and I'll be gone. So how many people can you say hello to this week? Now I'm saying goodbye.